On the 11th day before Christmas, an orator said to me, there are only two types of speakers in this world. One, nervous, and two, liars. So said Mark Twain. Now that was a bit of a quip, but he has a point. Do you remember that the number one fear in the world, allegedly, is public speaking, even more than death? So Seinfeld made a bit of a quip with the people would rather be in the box than give the eulogy. Point being, when you're standing up on stage, you are exposed. You are vulnerable. Is it any wonder you're nervous? Well, no. And that's all right. That's reassuring because it shows you're still human. You're alive. You have those nerves. Now, I'm often asked, how do I get past my nerves? I'm so nervous I can't get on stage. Oh, truth is, you're never going to get past them. You might get through them and manage them. But those nerves are there for a reason. They're there to show you you're alive. And they are reassuring and they're a good thing. Now, are they a good thing if they paralyze you? No, clearly not. When we get nervous, we go into, from a physiological perspective, you access your adrenaline pathway, your vagus nerve goes into overdrive, and you go into fight, flight, or freeze mode. And when it comes to your speaking, very often it's the last one. Your mouth goes dry, you lose your words, and you're on stage thinking, ground swallow me up, I don't know where I am, I don't know what to say next. That's a very real fear, and it has happened to most speakers at some point in their lives. How do we work through this? Well, I'm going to share two ways of doing it. The first one is actually breathing. Remember I was saying about the adrenaline pathway? When you consciously slow your breath down to less than 12 breaths a minute, you can't access that adrenaline pathway. Physiological impossibility. It doesn't work. So, is this just about slow breathing on stage? No, this is getting you into a practice of doing this all the time. Now, you've got your lungs go from up here to right down to the base of your ribs, to your diaphragm. You can't see this on this particular shot. But there's a lot of lung there to have. And when you can breathe all the way down to your belly, you can get your rib cage to flare out like a pair of old-fashioned bellows. Not many people know what bellows are these days. In the old days when we used to have fires, we had bellows to keep the airflow going. Point being, nice flared ribs open up the whole of your rib cage, the whole of your breath availability in your lungs. And then as you bring the rib cage in and your diaphragm up, you are in control of your breath pressure. That will give you plenty of energy and breath to the ends of your sentences. And as I've explained before, the ends of the sentences are in English where the important words lie. So if you're speaking and you lose the end of your sentence, your audience is left going, you what? Huh? And they're still wondering what you were saying about that when you've come in on the next sentence. And they've missed the start of the next sentence because they're still wondering what on earth you were saying there. Breath pressure all the way through to the end comes when you are consciously breathing slowly and deeply and letting your breath out in a measured way, in a way that makes sense for that particular sentence. So that's the first thing, breathing. The difference between being nervous and excited, same neurologically, physiologically, things going on in your brain. The difference is, are you breathing or are you not? Now, obviously, you're going to be breathing, but my point is, are you breathing from this bit, just the top of your lungs? Because if you are, then it will be a shallow breath. And you'll have to keep taking them. And the more you do this, and you snatch the breath, and it gets faster and faster and faster, and up goes the panic. Have you been there? I know I have. That's why I'm saying consciously go all the way down to your belly. Open up that rib cage, open up those lungs, and gently, consciously control the breath coming out. So breathing is the first point. The second point, and again, this is something that you're going to be doing on a regular basis, not just before you go on stage, although before you go on stage is good as well. Visualize yourself on stage, giving that fantastic presentation. There you are on stage, looking out through your own eyes in front of this wonderful audience who are in rapt attention. You've got them in the palm of your hand because you are using their words to them. You are serving them by taking them from where they don't want to be to where you know they want to be. You are serving them. They are in rapt attention. Feel into that. How does it feel to be that confident, compelling, clear speaker? Really envelop that and feel into it with every fiber of your being. Do this every day. Spend a good 5 minutes in that vision. Feel with your body. Feel yourself grounded, your feet flat on the ground. Weight equally through both feet. You are grounded. You are feeling supremely confident. Your tailbone is tucked under very slightly. Your knees are slightly bent. Your shoulders are back. You have got this audience. You are giving that compelling, that confident stance. And you know you've got this. Now, if you do that, maybe 5 minutes every day, that visualization, that constant knowing this is something that I can and do, that will help you to calm your nerves when you're on stage. If this is something you'd like a bit more support with, get hold of me. I love working with speakers to get them through their nerves. Remember, you're never going to get over them. You're going to get through them. Stand on stage, see your audience, deliver that compelling, clear and confident presentation because you're serving your audience in the way they can hear and want to hear. Bye for now.